The Sleep Number 360 comes with what they call responsive air technology, or as what we like to call it around here, RAT. The idea is the mattress will automatically adjust during the night based on your body's position. It's a key selling feature of the Sleep Number 360 bed. But guess what? You can only use RAT when the bed is flat. So if you like to sleep with your head or feet slightly elevated on the FlexFit base, you can forget about responsive air technology. My question to you, is it really worth the money? On the Personal Comfort mattress, we use a passive pressure monitoring system that works no matter what position the mattress is in. It's measuring the pressure of the mattress on your body at all times using a standard medical pressure scale, and it shows you how the pressure changes as you move in real time. This is a setting you can activate on any one of our hand controls. It's a simpler system than Sleep Number's RAT. For one thing, it's not turning on throughout the night to make adjustments. But what we really like about that, well, it's simple. And it works.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight here for the Personal Comfort Winter Cup Series here for the Sim500 Chicagoland track here. Life, I don't think they race here anymore. Actually, streets. Okay, that's in a different conversation, but Sim500 boys going to tackle this track here tonight. I haven't raced here in a while. What do you think about this track?
I haven't raced here in a while either, Joe, so you're asking the wrong person. Although it is a pretty good track every time. Last couple of times that the real NASCAR went here, it was pretty good racing. I'm not sure how NextGen will handle it, so we'll find out together, I guess.
Yeah, well, and like I said, I don't think they're racing this track in real life anymore, are they?
No.
Yeah, they kind of replaced it, I think. Pretty cool.
Well, no, they replaced it with Road America.
Right.
And then now they're replacing Road America with the street course, which I don't know if anybody's seen a
So they basically replaced this track with...
Basically.
I would rather have the oval. We'll see how it turns out.
Well, we got the Monster Energy ride out on the pole. That's David Comstock, number 13.
out. Comstock. Remember, he won a couple weeks ago when it was
Yeah.
broke that big streak old Pedro Majica had, who
I think we're missing a Pedro this week, Joe. Not sure where he could be at, but
figured he'd give everybody else a chance.
there you go. Well, he's won enough. He's pretty well locked in for the playoffs in a couple weeks here.
Yeah. Plus, he probably got a drop week.
That dude.
All right, here we go.
$120 laps around the old Chicagoland Speedway. Good little start there for the inside row. David and Tyler. Tyler gonna grind the wall, and we got a crash in midfield here, Jeff. Couple of them down through the grass.
Yeah, no doubt. Caught that one there. Let's right, Kelly went off the track. Yep, went off the track. Jose went off with him. Happened coming out of the turn.
Yeah, just
And it looked like Mike Kelly blinked a little bit, and Jose was there. And tracks, man, you know, gets a little sketchy coming off the turn sometimes. It can push a little bit getting up there and getting that wall.
yeah, it definitely can get a little bit pushy, and later in the run, it can get a little slicky.
Really. Donaldson. Scott Stencil back out here today. Got runs the personal comfort. On board title sponsor. The Brown. I'll tell you what, you want to talk about somebody who has bad luck. Fast car, fast driver, but just seems to have bad luck towards.
Yeah, he was leading there last week, or not last week, a couple weeks ago at Charlotte, and burned off the tires. So maybe he learned something from Charlotte for this mile and a half here. It's about kind of similar to an extent.
Oh yeah. Got it looks like Hudson right now in front of him. Battle going on behind him. Wesley Donaldson, Stencil there. So it's around about 7th, 8th place spot. Got some side by side because everybody's got a mile out front. Coleman at the Coleman and Coleman show, Jimmy and Chad.
And they ain't related.
No,
Right?
no, they ain't related. No.
That's what I figured.
No, they last name.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of single file, kind of panned out, got a way back in the back. Anything got Joey Katina back out here this week, along with Doug Roth there, Tommy Ryan, kind of side by side duking it out a little bit. Right, Oakham back in his normal.
Yeah, you're really
Jeff Ryan's in it. Usually he does the throwback to Earnhardt stuff. Yes, man. And we got SpongeBob there beside of him.
I feel like SpongeBob had a sponsor on the hood, but maybe he never has. I don't know.
Oh, Krusty Krab.
Yeah, he should have put the Krusty Krab on.
Ooh, enjoyed Katina right there. That was a good race. I must say, I almost got the side up there, right out of the Megadeth machine.
It's Tommy Ryan.
Guy's going outside right now.
In the middle there, you got the Sammy Harrell, the Legacy Motor Club paint. Black.
Makes that pass. Right. Can't scoot on by. Gonna bring Charles Van and along with him. Looking back at Mike Kelly. Battle going on because still right now Comstock actually has lost the lead. He's about to battle. Jimmy Coleman's caught him up front.
Yeah.
Comstock's in trouble.
Both of the Colemans are right up on him. Right now, not momentarily, but they were.
Well, this is one of these tracks that is, you know, it's a tough place to pass. Working on 100%. You know, tires are going to be the major issue here out in the field. But this is a tough place to pass. You know, you get up there, and especially on older tires, cars might get a little bit. It's almost like what we saw at Dover. On the inside, get a little loose. On the outside, get a little tight.
Actually, if these things handle anything like the old gen around here, you get through the inside late run below the little seam in
There's
the
no
track.
way that these cars will ever handle.
Okay. I can't believe I said it either.
I mean, there is a totally different car, man, with all the downforce. No way these cars would. Yeah, if you take the spoiler and the front splitter and user off the bag and the side skirt.
Well, they're trying out 2.5-inch spoilers, so we're in the direction.
1,000 horse.
Well, they're putting mufflers on them. Well, for 2 races. Yeah, the city and the Clash. I don't know. Joe, there are these people out there that are rich, that have poodles, and they want to sip on their wine.
Racing. Drag racing. Charles Woods looking pretty good. He's back here in place spot. Scott Simley, I call him. Finally, he had a good finish last. Heineken. Got Crown Royal and Heineken.
Oh boy, we're going to get drunk tonight on that.
Whew. But that's a hefty dose of, I don't know where I'm at. Yeah. But you probably wouldn't know yet. Side by side.
Look at that run that Bentley got on Tarasca right behind him on the outside. Wow, he's going to use his momentum. He might get 3 wide.
Well, I think you got the momentum to go high because this would be a high style track, but when they did it, it kind of got a little bit lower. Not seeing him go up against the wall like we would normally see him. First one going up way high. Normally this track, yeah, in old gen like you were talking about, we'd be up there on that wall.
Well, maybe once tires start to wear down, you'll see them all surge up to the top. I like what Bentley's doing. He is making some moves here.
Yeah. Ooh, he's up 7. Yeah, basically following what Trabeski's doing. Can't work over Simley. Donaldson's right there with him, but Trabeski looks like the man move right now. And again, we talked about tire wear and how to save tires. Got Simley right now is up here on Glacier. Denzel, Ritter.
stencil to the inside of Ritter right there, trying to take
There's that tightness right there. You see that?
Woo! Yeah, I
Like that
got
tight, man. Woo. But you know what? Even though it got tight, he didn't lose a lot of momentum. That's surprising.
Yeah, for what it was, he didn't really lose anything. He actually kind of made it work and got by Ritter, and now he's under attack by Bentley.
Yeah, and again, this is just opposite of what we see at a track like this. High lane track, everybody's low lane now.
Yeah, you see Ritter, he's just getting freight trained, being forced to run up top here.
Meanwhile, man out front, David Comstock just got a little breathing room over Dalton, who is starting to stack it up pretty good here. Tyler Dalton moves up in the second. Coleman back there. Chad Coleman going to the fourth, and then D. Brown, Blink, Hudson back there too.
Yeah, throw a blanket between second to sixth right there.
So they're second on back.
And you got the big old gap back to Scott Stencil. Stencil actually eyeball check here, Joe. He might be catching up to that little group ahead of him.
Lap time a little bit off, but not too bad. He was faster than the 33. A little bit faster. Kevin DeBrown. Runners. Kind of back and forth. We talk about times a lot. Another place hard to pass. Beat it when guys go side by side. Takes laps on to make it. The reason it takes laps for them to make it is because you can just look at the time, like between David Comstock and Tyler Dalton. 33:04 to a 32:98. So not even a tenth. And not a tenth. Yeah, he might be able to get there to his quarter panel and to his side, but it's taking probably like 3 or 4 laps to finally clear him at those kind of times. He needs tenths in order to just go. Whoop.
Yeah, and this is about the point where if you've not been managing your tires, you might be in trouble where
The whole field's in 33.
Yeah.
And that tells you right now, everybody is just so even. I'm kind of looking here. I mean, 36, 33, 20s. Most guys are in the O's. So it's about 3 cents different, roughly, between separating the whole field. That tells you right now, man, there's not going to be anybody just come through here like gangbusters. But we've seen some guys come through the field, but look how long it's taken them to do it. Problem with it is by the time they get up there, guess what? Pit stops will be around. Let's come back in. These races like we had, one of them strategies.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what kind of fuel mileage it can get around here. I like to say like 60, 70 maybe. I'm not 100% sure. If it's anything like last gen fuel mileage, it'd go to like 60-ish.
Oh, you know they're going to go over half.
At least over half.
Yeah, I mean, we've not seen a race yet unless it's a caution. And cautions, Richard Swavely. So unless there's a caution, you're not going to see anybody come in. But they're 3 wide back here. That you work. He went to the wall. Boom! Swavely got tagged. Whoever went to the wall, that was Dale Rourke.
Oh,
Emma.
Mike Kelly there at the end.
Okay. Oh, talking about it. Yeah. I'm gonna say everybody's gonna come in at this point. Why not? But you wouldn't have seen them come in. Probably like.
Yeah, I think
100% fuel.
are tied right here that they got to come in and get tires. There's no, yeah, I wouldn't even think two, not necessarily. If it was a later caution, maybe.
Depends on how tight the car is. I mean,
can we entice somebody to take you? I feel like Comstock's taking.
oh, yeah. I know what.
Yeah, let him get past the blue cone, yeah.
It's him. Race all pit. David, join boot copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Now you're looking pretty good out there. How's the car feeling on this track? Is it tight or loose?
It starts off tight on the tight end, and then as we're getting the 20 laps in, it starts getting a bit of a push loose, mainly off of turn 2. Hit the bumps in 3 and 4. If you hit it wrong, it'll get loose. Even on, about 10 lap tires, as you saw a little bit, beginning that run, I messed up, kind of just ran a little bit different line like we used to run, and it stepped out on me and caught the apron at the same time. So just got to adjust with everything, figure out this new car here. First time running this combination. Love this track. See how we can do the rest of the way here.
I noticed everybody's down the low line. Is be a hop? That's something.
Yeah, there was options before in the past. I think a lot of that's the dynamic track. I was able to mess around a little bit with some lanes, and it kind of worked. But I don't think it's gonna play off to be able to like transition up a groove or two or whatever and go near the fence, because I just think the way this tire is, you go up top there and you'll burn your stuff up a lot quicker than staying at the bottom. So your tire management would be better just staying low.
Look out there.
Thank you.
There you go. So basically starts off a little bit kind of tightish and push loose, which basically is loose going in, tight coming off.
Yeah, that's
Vice versa.
well, I've never heard that term push loose, but reduce push or whatever.
Push loose would be it tight going in, loose coming. Basically,
Yeah.
that's how it is. Basically, the car starts to want to drift, and we've seen a couple times side by side. We've seen a couple of the battles on the inside. He starts to push up the track. I mean, that makes sense. Like he says, it doesn't happen until maybe the tires start to wear in with those
10 or 15.
steps down. Battle going on here. Everybody's got to get, and this is one of these tracks you talked about last week. You got to be a semi-aggressive on these restarts, because you got to get what you can get. We've seen once you get lined up single file, it's really hard to pass.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta be aggressive early on and not try to burn the tires off. You gotta manage it.
Yeah. I guess Tyler Dalton out there in second, Coleman up third. Jimmy Coleman, Chad Coleman there in fourth. Kevin DeBrown, he falls back in fifth with Joe Hudson. Hudson back. God Stenson having a good run tonight. Comfort man there. Seventh, hitting Glacier. 8, Scott Simmer. 9th, Kyle Traska, who was the man on the move last time. Up to
Yeah, we gotta go.
happening for the lead.
Yeah.
Tyler Dalton.
I don't know if I would let him get to my inside, but actually, you know what? That might not be too bad.
That car's pushing after a while. It almost came down there and hit him side, but if that car's pushing after a while, then yeah, you might want to give him that inside lane. But getting the drive off the turn. Kind of drive coming off the turn there, but he's not able to side draft there to try to slow him down.
I don't think side draft works too much like
Ah,
you really think it does on this track. I don't think I helped him as much as he thought. There he goes. He gets right in behind.
Yeah, and you saw it look like Comstock was fighting that car just a little bit up top, being a little loose. Now he's going to the top side again. Now look how loose that car is up there. It does not look stable on that upper groove. So he mentioned it. Is it worth going up there?
I'd say not at this point. Not this early in a tire run, but maybe later I would try that.
Right, yep. Coleman right behind him. Jimmy and Chad, and the Browns moving in. Going back here. Jamie Harrell still side by side. He's battling with.
No, Sammy's in the legacy car.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's based off of that Jimmy Johnson new team
Oh, okay.
where they merged Jimmy Johnson, Patty, and all that.
Back to Wesley Donaldson. Kevin Stone, Charles Mann. Ross back here. Okay. Not bad. Battling that. Tyler Dalton. Look at this now. We got to wonder, is he using the tires up to get away from them? I guess we'll know here in about the next 10 laps or so. Filling him back in.
Yeah, and right now you got Jimmy Coleman right there on the back end into the corners of Comstock. Maybe Comstock is saving tires here. That's about the only thing I can think of why he's falling off. He's going to let Jimmy get to his inside.
Yeah, and you know, he could have learned something. Car deal was out front before traffic here. You know, you talk about tires, how huge of an advantage they are. Their lap time now are 31s. Remember, before the pit stop, they were 33. It's a huge difference. Tires. You could see the same thing we saw. Front two didn't pit, everybody else did. On 10 lap different tires, and they got blown.
Yeah, I definitely think any chance you can get to get new tires again this week, you got to do it.
You know, I talked about it. Look, you see Comstock, they're reeling him back in, Dalton. That's why I started to think Dalton might. And it's easy to do as a driver. You know, and I know as a driver, get out here, you want that lead, you want to pass the guy, you feel like Superman on new tires. I've said that. And you get up there and you kind of overdrive the car. It's easy to not overdrive a car when you're following somebody, just the opposite of what they're doing. You know, you just sit right. But when you're out front, it takes a special kind of driver to know how much to put in that car. Because you got nothing to kind of lean on.
Yeah, you can't judge where you need to slow down.
Yeah.
I mean, right behind the guy, you know, you can back off the corner a hair bit more than they are.
Oh, yeah. Even if you're faster than the guy in front of you, you still could use that. Your advantage, like you said, to save and what. Be Comstock and them, they're definitely catching him. So again, you know, you take it back, I mean, that's even in real racing. Get out front, you just gotta know how much to put that car. Now, the biggest advantage between the real racing and here is a lot of times they got the crewman in their ear telling them what to do out front. So look at old Jimmy Coleman, man. He's all over the back end of David Comstock trying to see if he can't take that spot away.
Yeah, you get the Coleman show right there behind him, and Kevin he's like a mountain lion. He's waiting on the prey to make a mistake here. And that might get him a mistake.
Williams says small percentage of moves in the first 30 laps usually end up in bad time. True, yeah. And I would just say restarts in general, they end up in it. Because with a track like this, what we're seeing, unless you just burn your tires off or overdrive the car, you're not seeing anybody going to come. I don't think we're going to see anybody come from 20th, 15th, come running through the field. You look at the lap times, everyone is in 32. So Jose and Brian, I mean, everyone is in the 32s. That tells you right there that it's that close. And oh my, got tapped out for it. Brown, well, he needs a good finish. He needs something to get his confidence back. You know what?
Well, I think he has confidence. He just,
I don't know. I mean, here lately,
I don't
confidence have gotten crushed. I mean, every time you turn around, he's up front, and then boom, he's not. I mean, that'd kill your momentum in racing.
well, he's like a mountain lion here. He's stalking his prey, hoping they make a mistake. Both the Colemans made a mistake in front of him. He was there to pounce. Now he's wanting Comstock to do it.
Just hoping, man, don't get no penalties, don't get no wrecks, hit nothing.
Don't have
he's pretty safe.
Jinx him.
He's pretty safe. If I was him, I'd drive him the tire tracks there at Comstock. I mean, they would chase down Dalton. And if what Comstock was saying, the kind of push loose type of deal, which can also be arrow push, he could get to this point right now. It might be hard for him to get around Dalton, or could get tight going turn.
Oh, whoa.
Right, that's the Brown go.
Did you see that car? Just like, I've
Yeah.
never seen a car do that in a tryo. Well, I've seen him do it in a corner, but whoa.
Look at sweet strength, man. Able to hold off the Brown. That's what I'm talking about right there. He's able to still hold him off, even though the Brown had to run and he messed up. That's kind of just one of these tracks. It's a momentum style track, really tough to pass, and you're not going to see anybody just come swooping through here. Oh, Hudson going to work over to Coleman.
You can see Joe doing pretty good out of here. Oh, here comes Kevin on the outside of the Comstock. Can he make that outside work, or middle groove, more or less? But can he make it work? I don't think he's going to get anything to work in 3 and 4. He might do that in 1 and 2, but I'm not seeing 3 and 4 outside working at all.
Brown still seeing what he can do to get around Comstock. Coleman's back there too, so the Brown makes one little mistake. Had Coleman right there.
Well, he about looked like he was going to go up and smack the wall pretty hard there. I didn't want to say anything, jinx it, but oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lap car in the way. He's going to be over on the right.
Brian Wartner. Racing. Go through the field here a little bit back, and Earl Livingstone and guys here in the back. Cruising for the moment. Man, he's a bomb machine.
We love it, too.
Cool little paint job. That, Kevin Stone.
RS Customs, Mooresville, North Carolina.
Coleman. Baskin. Battling. Coleman falling off. Oh, he was up front. Hey.
Oh, wow, yeah. I'm not sure.
Tires up.
Right now, Chad's slipping ahead of Kevin up front for top 3.
And that's what we thought. They were up there battling. So, Coleman.
Now look at where Joe Hudson is. He's where Kevin the Brown was a little bit ago. Mountain lion. Stalking his little prey here.
Bar 2.
U.S. Auto Logistics, I see.
Oh, okay.
Like a trucking company.
Got some good sponsors out here. Like I said, got Personal Comfort here, title sponsor tonight for the Winter Cup Series. Sim500. Been a very good one. Series dominated by Pedro Mexico, which tonight, I didn't know. Night off. Guys race on your own.
Got this week, and then next week is the last race of the regular season, and then we move into our playoffs.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to New Atlanta or Old Atlanta.
True.
Be
What's
a
the difference in it?
well,
One's paid, one ain't.
the one's bumpy and the one acts like a Talladega.
Ah. Take the night off and still be points. Yeah, true. Because you got, well, you probably got a drop week also. Yeah, I mean, he's probably got a drop week. Got stints on EJ O'Rourke. They out. No drop. Oh, so there's no drops. Okay. All right. Well, guess he can take a night off and then. That's unusual. Usually they have a drop week. I guess because it's such a mini series.
Well, I mean, he almost could. Yeah, well, hold on. Let me do some points calculation right quick.
Could take a couple weeks to come back. Who knows?
Well, I mean, even if Tyler Dalton wins this race, he's only going to be 1 point ahead of Pedro.
Well, the bad thing is now's the time to do it, because once he gets in that playoffs, he doesn't want to do it then, because that playoffs work.
Another driver we're missing out here tonight is Mike Matesi.
Yeah. Well, Mike.
Yeah, Mike's in second in points. He was 1 point ahead of Tyler Dalton coming into this race. But yeah, Pedro 43 points ahead of, actually 42 points ahead of Tyler Dalton. So even if Dalton wins, he's only going to be 1 point behind.
Oh, okay. So Joshua Williams is, yeah. There are a couple guys, taking the night off. Why not? Clean is what it was.
Probably did.
Battling with old Joey Katina back here. Just see old Katina back. They've got a good field though here. Field of cars.
Yeah, started with 28 of them out here. We believe we're down to 26 on the track.
Josh Williams is spotted in Phoenix. Okay. Oh, Tarasca's around.
Uh-oh. Caution on.
He was battling. Got around. Oh, he got on the apron. Got in the grass. Put out. Then came back up on the track. That's where he went off the track earlier. We started battling with George. Little contact, mate. Watch.
I see that.
Yeah. Rode in the third. Got, like the car pushed up and they got a little contact and he tried to save it, had to save. No, yeah. Maybe. Killed.
And held the brakes.
Well, and I know the leader's probably thinking, why couldn't we go at least a big slap? This puts a
damper.
Yeah, I mean, because you're right there on the limit of pit.
I think it'd be all right to go to. I think they can go over 60 on gas. So.
Well, I do too. You got to factor in green white checkers, but
Well, yeah. I think we're all.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
See where everybody comes out of pit road after here. all about hitting that pit box perfectly, man.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I can beat him out.
And
Not gonna happen. Low pit stop. I'm stuck. Good
wow.
grief, we lost a lot. And he's firing his pit crew. 17 seconds. Wow.
it lost
Jackman must have failed.
more than that. Lost a lot.
But you,
lot.
Jackman must have tripped. He went all the way back to 6th.
Yeah, they missed the lug nut.
Oh, that it? Oh, I got
The lug nut.
you. I,
I hate the single lug nut.
well, you would think in theory that would be faster to change the tire, but it actually is no faster.
Well, I think it's because
I mean, in theory, you would think it would be.
well, I think it's because the tires are so big and more.
Get more
Weird.
muscles.
Well, okay. Yeah, but it's still a big tire. I don't think you can have all the muscles in the world, but it's still a big tire that you got to wrap around your arm and carry around a car that's coming at you at about 60 mile an hour.
Get a
Like
bigger guy.
brakes.
Get a bigger guy.
Get a guy with bigger arms. Get a guy with longer arms.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The longer arm, bigger guy. There you go. Thumbs up.
Oh boy.
I mean, the tires are bigger than what they were. I think what now they're 20-inch tires. I believe they are.
I think they're 18s.
Are they? Are they?
I think they're 18s and they used to be 15s, right? Something like that. Sounds about right. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows. I'm sure Jason knows. Jason, just look it up.
Yep, safety.
Okay,
They
Joe.
went to an 18. Has a shorter sidewall.
Well,
And it's basically a road tire. And that's basically what they did. If you know anything about road racing, wide and a smaller wall is usually what road race tires are, as opposed to a slick, normal slick that is, has big sidewalls to it because you want that when it balloons up and stuff But it's more of a road racing style.
yeah.
And which is kind of the direction, I mean, they went with this car. And I think that's the reason why you see so many different things happen on ovals with this car, because never really seen any GT3s on pure ovals.
No, can't say I've seen a GT3 or an LMP car on a
No.
oval.
No. See some Indy cars, but that's about it. That'd be the closest that I'd say road style car. Oh, going back green.
Halfway, here we go. Chicagoland. Kevin gonna try to see if he can't jump out. He gets a pretty good start with Tyler. Able
Smart.
to drop in.
Smart, drop back down to below. Don't sit out there too long. You can get freight train him. So that was good. He saw the opening between him and Chad. Able to get down. Now he can maybe sit and see if he can work on Tyler. Tyler's been the man out front all night long. For the most part here. Everybody back here in the back, Scott Stencil and all, they're still lapped up side by side.
Yeah, that's Joe Hudson, Scott Stencil side by side right there.
Good race between them. We were talking about tire size out there, Jeff.
Yeah.
What the new tire size was. I thought it was 20, but it's 18. More or less, they went more of a road race style, grip style tire, which is another thing. I mean, bigger tire, obviously some more grip, which is the biggest thing they talk about with these cars. a lot more grip than in these cars than what they was before. We've heard drivers refer to it in real life as basically the thing drives for you as, I should looks like Kevin. Ouch. Oh, you got a little bit there. Oh, he got in Tarasca too. Tarasca just came back on the track. Kidding me?
There's the famous word. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, he lost it, and then Tarasca was right there beside. Boom. Done. All right.
And Tarasca says medic. iRacing chat.
Right what it needs. After that hit, medic.
Well, I mean, we go look down in the pits here at Tarasca. Well, that car is
Close.
that's going to the Dale Earnhardt Jr. car graveyard.
So was the other dude, Kevin Stone.
Yeah.
This is like crab walking.
Oh my.
A little crabby. Crabby. We got some good racing coming up, man. I tell you what, Corey, we got the night here with the Personal Comfort Sim500 Winter Cup Series. Tomorrow night we got some more oval style racing happening, and the Friday night, obviously, just get might as well just say the wild man racing on Friday, and then not quite sure about Saturday yet, so we're gonna kind of say on that one. Back to dirt racing on Sunday and dirt racing Monday and Tuesday. Got a little bit of everything here. You're offended by something I didn't show. Well, that's a typical young person. Wow. Gotcha, didn't I? Yeah.
Thank you, Trent.
Why you thinking Trent forcing? Now you sound about like him.
Boy, that's
Typical young people. Typical young people. They don't know what they doing.
That's my friend out there.
I can tell. They
I
hand in hand. Hand in hand.
I'm not offended. I told him.
He just made you look like a big dummy. Brent. I'm just saying. Maybe next time you might want to rewind the video. Yeah, see? You follow everything he says? Man, I feel sorry for you. Alright, we got Tyler Dawson out front in this one. Kevin DeBrown. Can DeBrown do anything here to maybe to get up front with Coleman, Glacier?
I think he can get it.
And it goes back to that, you mentioned it last week. We were talking about it. Got to be that semi-aggressive on the starts, because it seems like once everybody gets single file, it's kind of riding from there unless somebody makes a mistake. It's one of these tracks. It kind of gives you that Auto Club vibe.
Don't you say you're offended by Kevin's car, man. Kevin's car is
So
beautiful.
you're offended by Corey up here talking. I got you.
Aw.
And whatever was shown.
He's the one person we played COD with that one morning. Whatever.
Hadn't played ever since. Tyler Dalton's going to control this field. He's been up there. Next question is, does David Comstock got anything for him to get up there? Remember, he's been fast, but this is the first time he's kind of marred in traffic.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's got to figure out how he can get around 4 of them.
Yeah, and this is good. This is good to know, because if you do get in trouble later in the race, you know what your car will and won't do in traffic. Because we've talked before, it's all fine and dandy when you're out front and you're just kind of controlling what you do. But what's that car going to do once it gets behind somebody? And he mentioned, push loose and loose going in and whatnot, which means the car's tight going in, loose coming off. But behind somebody, we've mentioned the words before, and you know this, arrow push. It happens in real life, which basically is like a wall. The closer you get to the car in front of you, it wants to push the car. You can't go any further. It won't turn. It's like you yank the wheel, man, to the left all you want, and guess what? It keeps going straight. Go back green.
Now, Kevin, careful there, Kevin. You don't want to get a black flag for jumping the start.
Oh, he might. Close.
Might.
Nah, he Dalton got around him, so. But he got an excellent start. I mean, that was like, and I got to give Coleman a bit of a tone there, because I think he helped DeBrown pushing him.
Yeah, now with Tyler Dalton fighting back on the outside, this is a good little battle here for the lead. Kevin not quite clear yet. Ooh, door to door at the line, give it to Kevin.
Brown still on the outside, and this is where you start seeing that tightness come in, where he can't make that pass. He just can't quite get that car to rotate in the turn.
Oh, little contact right there down the back chute. Here comes Chad Coleman.
Yeah. Wow. And Comstock, are you kidding? Look at that in the back.
Oh, almost pushing Dalton up the track there. Kevin did. This Chad, I know Chad ain't thinking 3 wide right now.
He might. Comstock's looking at it. Comstock's way up top. He's going, all right, guys, I got to go. Oh, look at that run. Comstock got off. He's going 3 wide.
We are thinking 3 wide, Joe. Here we go. We got a race for second.
Wow.
Clears Kevin. Wow.
What a pass, man. He said, you know what, you guys get back there and talk about it. He made it. But Dalton got out there, and then he drove that thing. Now, that's about as far as you can go without hitting a wall. They're still at it, man. Coleman, Brown. Kevin's sitting there going, what do I got to do? Win one of these things.
I don't know what they put in Comstock's Monster Energy for that, but they all want whatever it was.
Absolutely. Coleman passing. Dalton out front in his Ford Mustang, leading it. Had to say that. It was dominated all night long. Coleman, the Brown, Joe Hudson up here too, man. Don't count Joe Hudson. He's doing good in Glacier. Scott Stencil's been in the top 10, most of it. Mike Kelly's there, Joey Katina, firing back, Scott Simley. Got a good battle going on back there around 11th, 12th place spot, though.
Yeah, you got Ritter, Ryan.
I like that.
Coleman.
Who's that? Tommy Ryan, man. I don't know what car he's in, man. Look at that paint job he's got. I don't know if I can get a side view of it or not, but Megadeth on it.
Yeah, Tommy Ryan in the Megadeth car.
What's that? The beast.
Peace sells, but who's buying? Okay.
Look at that, man. That's nice. That's a nice paint. Who had painted that car? It's good.
Yeah. I mean,
You got
it's
Kiss
tough.
and Megadeth, man, out there. Nice looking paint jobs these guys come up with.
Yeah,
Love it.
somebody spent some time on that, matching up the
Yeah.
seat, going over the hood.
And that's the thing I look at on paint jobs. I've talked about it a couple times, you know, and you paint cars is a good paint. I ain't gonna take nothing away from any painter, but a really exceptional paint job, something that takes time, like you said, to go over the seams of the car, because if you look at the templates, they're 2 different templates. You got to know how to line that stuff up. But behind him, Jeff Ryan, he's hanging on with Scott Simley. Simley's kind of stuck on the outside here. Who's that? Jimmy Coleman? I don't know what happened to Coleman, but he's got marked back and trying to remember. He's up front.
Yeah, he was up there in the top 3 for the longest time, and during that last run towards the end there before our caution, he was falling back, and he's just continued to fall back.
And that goes to show you that even though he had a fast car, now he's marred back here and way back here in traffic, just can't get back to the front. So, and then even David Comstock, who got up to second, has not been able to do anything with Tyler Dalton. But now he's got Chad Coleman and DeBrown back on him. What he wants to see is maybe DeBrown get up there and battle with old Coleman a little bit. But I'll say this, walked away from Joe Hudson. It's almost about a half-second gap between them.
Well, I think Joe kind of is more of a long run type of driver.
Oh, okay. Well, the next question is, as they pitted at lap 57, we were talking about it, there is a couple guys in the very, very back who pitted at 63 and 4. We know they'll be okay as far as, fuel and all that goes, which is smart on their end. Heck, you're way back there in 20-something, you might as well come in the pits. But the ones up here pitted at lap 57, that's going to be stretchy. I think that's going to be stretchy.
I mean, I think they can make it within regulation.
Right.
Unless it's a early...
Now, I've seen some wild ones here, Corey. I have seen some wild races at Sim500. I've seen a guy out here dominating almost like what Dalton's doing. Come out of turn 4, and his internet connection. You want to talk about heartbreak? That's heartbreak. Then I've seen them coming out of turn 4 and they run out of gas. I've seen a lot of heartbreak, man, happen. Crazy, man, you see something.
I don't think I could live myself down if I lost internet coming out of 4.
He did. He was out of 4. I mean, he had the lead just like Tyler. I mean, he had like a second or so lead. Out of 4. I mean, pretty much was his. Out of 4, coming to the checkered. I mean, he was right there, and then he blinked out. And I was like, we just lost the lead? Man. Right now, Tyler Dalton's looking pretty strong. Comstock's trying. You look at the lap times, they are running. One lap one runs faster, next lap the other one does. They're running so close with each other. 51 to 37. They run this next time by, because I think what Comstock was referring to earlier, I think the closer he gets to the car in front, that aero push, man, kills him. Cross the line that time. Yeah, 56-53. 300s. He's not going to reel him in very quickly.
No, but we look behind your top 4 here. You see them forming up a big old group. Never got to mention it in the last run, but about this time in the last run, they were all forming up top 10 in a big old group.
Joe Hudson's able to catch him.
Yeah.
Back up. Remember, he was about a half second. Now he's right there on the back end of Glacier, and Glacier's catching that front. So we're about, like you said, about to have a big pack here. Roy Katina right there. He's battling Mike Kelly. Tommy Ryan's coming up. And look at old DeBrown. He's going to go up here and harass Holman some more.
DeBrown just wants a good race, Joe.
Yeah, Brown just wants a good finish, I think, too. I mean, the man has been there, and just bad luck has pulled him up.
I'm going to quit mentioning his name. Maybe he'll have a good race. I feel like every time we mention him late race, he ends up in a crash or something like that. All right, Kevin, we ain't going to mention your name with about 20.
Yeah, we're going to talk about you no more. The guy in 4th place, that's what we'll say. Well, Glacier right now is going to look to see if he can't take it down on the apron. Not sure how safe that is.
It didn't look too safe. He got that back end to kick out on him, but might have worked. He's on the inside of the guy in the 4th place spot. Gonna work on him, and now we got a battle for 2nd.
Yes.
Bruno.
For 2nd? Oh, Comstock and Coleman, and then Glacier. He's got DeBrown. Well, okay. Now you're starting to see the guys like what you said, who are tires or old, able to save tires. Like.
Long run driver.
Yeah, long run driver.
Because it ain't.
But nobody's been able to do anything with Tyler Dalton. That guy has just seems to be on rails.
Yeah, ever since he was able to get out front there, nobody's been able to really challenge him. I'm interested to see if Bentley here can't get up there. He's got to get by Chad and Comstock first.
Oh,
He
yeah.
can get by him. Make it easy and not burn the tires up. All right, Joe. I think we could see Bentley get up there and challenge old Tyler.
Well, let's look at his lap time. He was 32.84, so he's about a tenth faster than what the leader Dalton did. He's still got to get around the other two cars. He might be able to make it work, like you said.
Oh, there's thing fought back up there. Let's get back here to about the 14th area. You got one heck of a race going on.
I see that. Wow. Simley, Coleman, Yoakum and company back here. Donaldson. Wow.
They're all over each other.
Doug Ross back there. Steve Ritter. Samuel Harrell.
Well, I only went back there to look, and they were about to crash. I figured we might see a crash on live TV here.
Yeah. Got Coleman and Glacier up front battling. I
Yeah.
gotta give credit to credit here. Look at Jose Gonzalez back up to 11th spot. Remember, he got caught up in a mix-up the first caution.
Yeah, that was between him and Mike Kelly. And
Old Speedy, man, he won the other week.
hey, you want it, Charlotte? Another mile and a half.
Speedy Gonzalez. Looking good. He's up to 11. He seems we can't crack that top 10. Not a bad bounce back from him. Back up front here, you guys are still at each other. You got Glacier, and Coleman, and Brown. Whew.
Yeah, Brown was able to get back by Glacier. Now he's going to work on Chad Coleman here. They're kind of reeling in Comstock. Man, they just get... Oh, don't look. Oh, no. That was... Okay, that was a little close for comfort.
All right, to Brown. Like I said, he got a little wiggly there, didn't he?
I didn't want to see it, Joe. All right, everything's calmed down now. We're going to regroup. We're going to try to get by Chad Coleman. Battle for third, picking up here.
It
Oh, no. Okay, Kevin. Quit giving me anxiety.
Glacier says, I'm coming back. I want that spot back from him. Goes back to the door of him, takes it. And don't blink, because here comes Scott Stencil. Got his personal comfort machine looking smooth.
He gets right up on that quarter panel of Kevin, and man, it actually hurt Stencil more than it hurt Kevin. About turn that car around, man. I'm not sure on the side you're at. I don't know if I would do it. They're playing musical chairs up front, Jeff. About one lap, everybody's in different spot than they were the last. See David up top trying to work that top lane in.
Yeah, Tyler Dalton looking smooth.
Just got to try something, man. I don't know. Comstock, I feel, is one that might be able to try something different on Dalton. We're going to see if he goes back up top here. Seemed to work high side in 1 and 2, and then bottom 3 and 4 for Comstock. To see him go up there again here.
Yeah.
Momentum. He's closing in on Dalton. A little loose on exit.
Time's running out. I mean, he's got to figure something out. And right now, he's not been able to figure out anything the whole entire race to try to run down, you know, Dalton. I mean, it's just been kind of a stalemate between the two here. You know, biggest battle's been in the back, but pretty good long run here with tire-wise.
Yeah, lap 95 right there. See Comstock goes up top. That's what he needs happen. He don't need that to happen. He definitely won't need this to happen.
Oh, Comstock's in trouble.
And,
oh, wow.
Wow, are you kidding me?
In line. Let's watch. Oh, he just got loose. And he went high and tried to save it and collected Chad Coleman also. Two fast drivers tonight. Done.
Well, yeah. Most.
Well, I mean, not done, but he bounced, ricocheted off the wall, and boom.
I was fixing to say that's what he needed to do is have Tyler go low in 1 and 2, and he stay up high, but he didn't need that to happen.
It looked like the car kind of wiggled on him, and he got into the wall a little bit, or he wiggled before he got into the wall, and he tried to correct it, and then he got in that wall, and it kind of ricocheted off, and unfortunately, Coleman was right there on his inside.
Yeah. Tough break there for Comstock. And
Good break, though, for Chad. Chad was able to get his spot.
Nicely get his spot, yeah.
He did. He got back to second.
Okay.
Now they're coming into pits, and now we know they can go all the way. So the conversation of fuel, tires might be the thing they'll be yelling at 25 laps. But even with a couple green-white checkers we got here now, fuel-wise, do what they do. Got to be 4 tires here. Got to be. And then can Comstock, can he bounce back? I mean, 24 laps, going to be probably about 22 when you go back green. I think he's just going to run out of time.
Race off pit road, give it to Dalton, Coleman, and the Brown.
Heartbreak. Comstock. Wow. Happens though.
I mean, he was trying to use the high side there and just... Like he said, it gets real loose when you go further up the track like that. Man, that thing just got squirrely. What you know, Joe? Other guy. ... Okay.
You're the other guy.
I know. I know who Duck is talking to.
Up, Doug, man. I hear you. Been a good race. That's one thing. Some good battle strategy wise up front here. Got to see.
Well, now's the point where you don't want a caution anymore. You don't want another caution. You bank on that. And you just go completely full bore all the way to the end here, Jeff. I think we're going to see some wild moves out of somebody up the front.
Go.
And I'd be looking at that 18 of Bentley Glazer. I feel like we might see a 3-wide action out of him.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, having fun. Yeah, hey, no doubt. That's what it is, man. Definitely having some fun up here, and Tyler Dalton's been a man that's having a lot of fun because nobody's been able to get up there and get to him.
Well, as long as Kevin here don't give me more anxiety in the last 20 laps or so.
Well, now's the time to go, because I think here, this is going to be a crucial restart that you see.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler Dalton's there, and you know he's going to get to control the field. But it's all dependent on what these guys do behind him. I mean, they have got to go. Somebody's got to figure out how to get up to Dalton.
I have a feeling that top side might just work with 20 to get.
Okay.
If
Nothing wrong with
it
that.
ain't gonna work, they're gonna find out if it don't work or not. Somebody's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it. Because I don't think Tyler's gonna leave the bottom. He ain't gonna leave the bottom.
All right. See what happens here on this start. It's off on the pace car. It's going to be 21 to go. Go back green.
Green, green, green.
There you go, Chad. A pretty decent start, but Kevin able to be right there on the inside of Chad. That's going to help Tyler get out to a little bit of an early lead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Dalton wants to see in his rear view. Those two guys back there battling, Coleman, Brown. And I think this is where the battle's probably going to sit at, is for second and third. Because it just, nobody's had anything for Dalton once he gets out front. And that's kind of just track position. Look at this mess behind him back here with Joey Katina and company. They're 3 wide. Here comes Jose, though. Wow.
They were almost 4 wide there with Joe Hudson, Katina, Jose, and everybody else. Mike Kelly was in there, and they're up front. They're about to beat doors off the wall here with Stencil.
You know what? I don't know what Jose's found, but he has found something. And he's been able to come through this field pretty good. You got Hudson there with him. Charles Woods off the track in the back there with no cautions. Okay, green. Jose has definitely found something. Got that car wound up. He's up to 9th. Remember, he got in the wreck earlier. Tina looks good. Kelly looks good there. Tommy Ryan's been slowly but surely working up. Nobody's got anything for Dalton, though. That man's just gone. Charles Woods coming back on the track, off the track. Was he trying to throw a caution?
Well, no. He's in the grass.
What is he doing back there?
He's, I don't know. He's going to pit road.
Huh. Maybe he's driving like he's on patrol.
Oh, boy. Well, here, look at this. Okay, Chad Coleman has walked away from Kevin Brown and Stencil and company. He is right there. Can he try to? He needs to get clean air on Dalton. And
Yeah, you see right there, I think that's the perfect example of that arrow push. You saw he had a run on him on the straightaway. As soon as he went to turn, that car just shot up the track like it was tight, and it didn't make any ground up on Dalton. That's what I'm saying. You can get right there on the bumper, and this is frustrating for a driver because you're like, it's right there. I can't get him. Look who's come up to third. Scott Stencil.
yeah, personal comfort man himself.
Yeah. Appreciate him title sponsoring this thing here for us. And he owns the personal comfort out here. And you know anything about Scott Stencil? He actually drove in the truck series in real life. Kind of cool.
Man, I just don't know what they can do here. Chad needs to figure something out. That's what he needs to do. He needs to cut off the dirty air.
Yeah.
Being behind Tyler Dalton.
I think the only way is Dalton just make a mistake, because he can close in on that straightaway, but look, as soon as he goes in the turn, just where that push comes in, he can't make up any ground.
Well, he's kind of chopping the corner there in 3. If he can cut the dirty air off here in 1 and 2, that's where it might occur, is 1 and 2. You see Dalton, he goes up top. Dalton is playing mind games.
Yeah, that's what he needs. Dalton to make a mistake, but maybe he's trying to help him out a little bit. But you just see here, going in a turn, see how that car pushes on Coleman. Just can't quite get it to rotate in time to get him.
Now where
He's
does
there.
Dalton go?
Well, here comes the Scott Stencil also. So interesting though, catching and passing. You hear that a lot in racing. Can he pass him? Well, and this is what Dalton wants to see. He wants to see Stencil get up here and start harassing Coleman and DeBrown, and they've caught him too. And that's just a product of Coleman up here trying to figure out a way to get around Dalton, and that brings the other guys into the mix.
Yeah, well, Dalton was running the bottom in 1 and 2, and seen Chad up there running high side, trying to not get dirty air, and went up there, gave him some dirty air. Here comes Stencil on the inside of Chad, really sends it deep.
Yeah, this is definitely what Dalton wants to see. He wants to see them battle. That way he gets away from them.
Kevin Brown on the outside of Stencil, he gets it. Can he get up to Coleman? Oh, cutting it close. Bentley.
Ow.
I don't know.
Stencil
Bentley
falls
might
back.
be the man that makes a move here, man.
Bentley.
Yeah,
He's way back and
Bentley.
forth.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
He only got 12 laps to go though. We not, he better start moving.
I don't know, man.
Right now he's got Stencil's not giving up that spot too easy, and all this is doing is eating up laps. Yeah, he gets that run going in the turn, but look, coming off. Yeah, as long as they stay side by side, Bentley ain't doing nothing.
Okay. Well,
But
he
I mean,
was doing it earlier.
he's not going to be able to catch Dalton. I mean, he's doing something on the track, obviously. He's not catching Dalton. Not with 11 to go.
Well, he definitely ain't catching him now. Well, okay, I've never seen a car gain momentum with a wall hit like that, but
He almost caught something there, didn't he?
I told you he was going to do something like that.
He might get that top 3 though. And Coleman's going to try again. He's utilizing that high line. And look at Brown. Ow.
Man, they are not giving each other any kind of room right now, and we got a caution. Oh boy, they were about to
Somebody
wreck.
just spun off the track or something to bring it up. Oh, there it went. Randy Oakley. Come back here. That's a mess back here. Comstock. Oh, yeah. Yoakum got into the wall. Not sure if he had help with the 16 back there.
Sure he did.
Looks like he came up just a little bit, and then just those two got together. Next thing you know, boom.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Now the question is, I can't imagine anybody's going to pit.
I mean, if you're back in like 15th, 20th maybe, sure.
This is the money caution right here. Make a decision. And I don't know. Jose Gonzalez looks
Whew.
like he might be the one. Speedy Gonzalez, and he is pretty well by himself here. He was the furthest one up. Next one that came in was Scott Simley back from 17th. Oh, boy.
Jose. Pitting. Trying to think, because everybody pitted 96. I just think where Jose was at I wouldn't have gave up the track position. Yeah, I wouldn't have gave up the track position because he's not going to be able to have enough time to come through the field.
Simley, fuel or tire? That's like a quick 2-tire stop, if that's a 2-tire stop. It's blazing quick for 2 tires. And it looks like Jose 2 tires as well. Or no, he got 4. Okay. It was Wortman that got 2. He was up in ninth when he came in. He's going to come back out here being 18.
All right. Yeah, yeah.
Not
I mean, Tyler
a
Dalton's been
whole
the man
long time
controlling the
ago.
field.
But I don't know, man. Maybe if Jose, if Jose can make a top 3 out of this,
I just don't think he's got enough time.
I don't think he has enough time. But if he can somehow get up to top 3, I don't know.
Top 10, I mean, which would be a battle back. I mean, he's definitely going to be faster because of new tires. I mean, that's no given. But time is not on his side. That's the biggest thing. I mean, he would have to just come through the field like a rocket ship. He'd have to look like Speedy out there.
Well, if he makes it up there, well, I don't know what to tell you.
The Speedwagon. Been Tyler Dalton show all night long here. And Coleman's tried to see what he could do behind him. The Brown's right there in the top 3. Maybe he's going to come out of here with a good finish. Glacier right there with him. Tommy Ryan coming up. Scott Stencil. Joey Katina. Kelly. Hudson. Old Charles Van. Bringing up the SpongeBob machine. Top 10.
We're gonna have 5 to go when we go back green. 5 lap dash here at Chicagoland. We do still have overtime that we could go into. This is the moment where you're like, I hope my tires aren't completely tore up.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to spin any tires on the start. Want to have a good restart here. So let's see. Not quite green, white, checkered. But good C1 still.
We see one if they get rowdy.
Oh, yeah. Well, and now's the time. I mean, there's no excuse not to go.
No, you don't hold back on nothing here.
Right, yeah. You got it's go time, man, now. Go time.
Tyler, Chad, Kevin, Bentley, Tommy, top 5 right now. All hungry for a
I
win.
noticed, man, in this league. Oh, well, never mind. They only have like one Toyota. Nobody likes the Toyota except for Jose. Jose, poor Jose out there.
Hell no.
Green flag. Coleman needs the start of his life here, but man, look at Dalton, and that's smart. Coleman dropping down. Battle's gonna be on here for 3rd and 4. Look at Tommy Ryan, man. He stuck that nose in there and almost took it off. You got to be aggressive at this point. There is no driving. You got to drive angry now. Look at Glacier. Oh, look at that car just unstable down low. Just can't get it to rotate, can it?
No, he can't. And here comes Tommy on the outside of Glacier. That's for 4.
Nice run. Tommy's looking. He wants a top 3. Going to battle himself back here. So the big battle happening here. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Looking for that top 3 position. Kevin DeBrown, he's hanging on by a thread. As Tommy Ryan is going to shoot on the inside of the Brown. Is it going to stick, though?
Not that time by. Get that spot to Kevin. 3 to go.
Kevin knows he's in a fight right now. Look out. Where's the Glacier going?
I don't know, but look back at the mid-pack. Donaldson. Oh, we got a wreck.
car
Yeah,
round.
we got a wreck going on. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Comstock was involved with it, but it also was Joe Hudson who initially got popped. Go back and watch one more time. Back my him and it looks like him and Comstock just got together and from that point got into the wall and wham.
Yeah, but I was about to say before that happened,
White checker.
Like Wesley Donaldson, he was on a move on the outside. If we can roll back a replay of Wesley's move, he almost was involved in that. Greg. Here, I'll get you that.
Put more time on the replay thing because I was getting it right there. What's up, Jason? Look forward, we had that call.
I mean, just look.
Up on the top. That's one way of getting by it. Fly on by.
Wow.
All
I
right,
don't
so
know.
green white checker attempt 1. It pretty much driving safe is out the door at this point. You got to go, and Tyler Dalton's out front. Terry Coleman and them's got to think about. Got to go.
Well, Jason, tell Wesley to try to jump the start as much as he can within the legal limit, because I want to see him blow by about 5 more of these guys here. That was exciting. You gotta think, man, Wesley's the highest spot on the track with newest tires. I mean, I don't know if he can do that kind of move on the restart here.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's been able to do anything with Tyler Dalton.
I think Wesley might be able to get up to a good top 5. I'm not sure if anybody's gonna have anything for Tyler unless Tyler makes a mistake.
Now this caution does help Jose. He would probably like to see maybe one more, because if we, that's basically all we could have is one more, because if we have another one after that, it's over with. But he'd like to see maybe one more, because he was able to jump up to 12th. Maybe if he could, maybe on this one lap, maybe get 5 more positions, get another caution, gets him up to around about 8th place spot, 7th. Might be right there in striking distance for a green-white checkered last run.
Yeah.
He needs to get about 4 or 5 more positions and about half a lap, and then the caution come out before they get to white, and then go through the full entire last green-white checkered here and just run it as hard as he can. There you go. But the only way it's going to work for him.
Tell Wesley to run the 5th groove and turn 3 and 4 here, Jason.
Well, and I will say that one of the reasons Wesley Donaldson was able to make moves like that is he's on newer tires. So that is a helpful thing. He's on a lot newer tires.
That definitely is what helped.
Yes, him and Jose are on those newer tires, so they, you can see the benefits of them coming through. And they're able to put the car high, low, and it's going to stick right now. That's what I'm saying. Those guys need to get about another 3 or 4 positions. I'll say 4 at least. And get that caution right before the white flag. And then just kind of run it all the way out on the last green-white checkered. Hope they can make up a lot of ground.
Here we go. Pace car lights are shut off a couple more times, maybe.
Yeah. See what happens.
Does anybody have anything at all for Tyler?
Yeah, if you've got anything, you need to show it right now, because Tyler, he's been getting those jumps all night long. What he wants to see is DeBrown get up underneath Coleman and battle with him. He doesn't want to see Coleman drop down instantly.
If Kevin's smart, he lets Chad drop in. Maybe. I don't
then
think
he
that's happening.
gives up the idea of trying to take on Dalton then.
Green flag, green flag.
There we go. Good start for
Coleman,
Kevin.
yeah, and Coleman tried to jump it and had to get out of the throttle, and that killed his momentum.
Hold on, I think
Oh,
Kevin's
wow.
going to have Tyler here.
Oh, he's
Kevin!
gonna move him.
Kevin
Can this be the breakthrough that Brown needs? No, he got contact. Oh, they're banging.
Tyler!
3 wide, 4 wide, banging. Tommy Ryan says, "Get out the way." Well, that's one way of doing it.
Get on
Bumper
the
run.
high
They're
side.
Are we watching Chicagoland or Talladega?
We're watching something. Oh,
Wow.
crashing.
Oh. Boom.
The yellow
Caution is out.
Well, which came out first?
The caution
Wow.
came out first. Wow. Oh,
Man.
boy.
Okay, let's go back here and decipher what happened. That was Scott Stencil that went around. He's off into the infield. Okay, go back a little bit more. And they were 3 and 4 wide back here. They were 3 wide. Stencil in the middle. Coming out of the turn. I think he got shot up the track a little bit. Oh no, the legacy car got into him and he got into the 991, turned him, and then Mike Kelly nowhere to go. Jose, I think Jose unfortunately got involved with that. Wow. Yep, bam, Jose was coming through the field. Are you kidding?
Wow.
And he just got destroyed. Simley got through it. Katina's riding through the grass.
Got Jose.
Oh, and then he gets back up the track and nails Jose again.
And Wortman.
Wortman almost tried to get through, just nowhere to go.
Oh.
Mike Kelly involved, but chaos, man. Oh. So, Tommy Ryan out of nowhere. Now, he did the move of the race. He went up there, man, and put a bumper to the back, which is a dangerous move. This is kind of a high-speed track. And if I'm DeBrown, I remember that. And sitting going, okay, Tyler Dalton got shoved in the back here. So now we'll see if he's got anything. But Tommy Ryan with the aggressive move coming to the front. He is going to, one thing Tommy Ryan's going to hope is he gets away from Kevin DeBrown, because if Brown gets if Brown's got any memory left in him, if he gets anywhere near that bumper, he remembers that move.
Well, it all started with Kevin getting one heck of a restart, getting underneath of Tyler.
He gets in. That's what Ryan don't want to happen.
And
because Ryan came up there and just basically did the bump and run move at a high speed track. And yeah.
And Wesley's back here in 6th with new tires, with newer tires.
Right, and he could be the one. I mean, Jose not missing that wreck, unfortunately. So Donaldson could get up here on a good restart.
We might.
Interesting. Now, there's a caution this time. It's over with. Keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind.
Boy. No cautions. Come on. PSG, Jeff.
There's a caution this time. It's over with. We only do 2 green, white checkers.
Please.
So that's actually what Tommy's hoping will happen before DeBrown gets to him. And if DeBrown, if you're listening, don't be talking about, well, that ain't how I race. Hey, Ryan came up there and bumped you in the back to move you. All's fair in love and racing. You do the same. I mean, you get up to that bumper and don't get to his, and don't wreck him in the quarter panel, but you get to his bumper, you make sure he has a lot of speed going into that turn. Yeah, more speed than he wants. How's that? We'll say it that way. help him push into that turn a little bit.
Kevin, I seen what you did to Dalton. I want to see you do the same thing to
Yeah,
Tom.
I mean, you at this point, if you want to win, I mean, if you don't want to win, then don't do nothing. But if you want to win, you're gonna have to drive aggressive. Now, I'm not sitting out here advocating wrecking a guy. Now, don't do all that. But
I mean,
get square up on that back bumper, and make him get a little bit more speed going that turn he wants. Push him up that track.
Yeah, what he did to Tyler is
he basically. Yeah, I mean, and in the defense of Ryan, I mean, hey, look, he's going for the lead. You normally don't see that kind of move at this kind of a high-speed track because it usually turns into disaster. because you're carrying so much speed. But luckily, the Brown was able to hold on to it, didn't wreck. But it could be the winning move of the race. I mean, that could be the winning move for Tommy Ryan.
I just don't think we're gonna.
It all's going to depend on this restart. If Ryan gets a good restart, he's gone. There's nothing the Brown's going to be able to do about it. If Coleman gets up underneath him, Dalton's there. So the Brown's going to need another restart like he did this last time.
I'm worried about Donaldson here shoving it 5 wide.
Well, if he's got the tires, Donaldson's got to go. Pace truck's in. We're going for the final time. And you see Ryan get that good jump. Dalton's trying to push everything he can. Oh, yeah, this is what Tommy Ryan wanted to see. He wants to see them battle. He's gone because by the time they get side by, single file. And here comes the man with the new tires. He can make this thing work. This is what he's got to do. He's got to go. And the Brown is blocking. And I'm going to tell you what, the Brown, oh, yeah, look at them new tires work. Ryan's in trouble. Ryan is in trouble, man. Wesley Donaldson with the pit stop move of the race is going to win this thing. And there's nothing Tommy Ryan can do. And if he keeps blocking like that, I'll tell Tommy Ryan right now, boom. And I think Ryan understands there's no way he's holding him off. No way. What a move. What a pit stop. That's all tires right there. I mean, he's like, dude, he's almost a half second quicker than the field. Wow.
Wow, pit stop move of the race. Got lucky out of that wreck.
Man, he did. He's going to win it here. White flag coming across the line. What a move. What a stop of the race. And it all played out beautiful for him too, man, here tonight.
I think there was a post-race revenge shot out of Tyler Dalton, the brown car.
Before.
I don't know what for.
Oh.
Well, that's Kevin when he gets up.
But Tommy Ryan, I think he understood he was a sitting duck. There was nothing that he was going to be able to do at all. But hey, Kevin the Brown still got him a good finish here finally.
Yeah. Let's get old Kevin up here.
Yeah. Bring him up here, let's get work.
Hey there, Kevin. You got a copy on me? Kevin.
Wesley Donaldson.
Hold on.
All right, we'll bring Tommy Ryan up here.
All right. Hey, Tom. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got both up. We're going to do Tommy. Tommy, you got a copy on me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, Tommy, move of the race right there. Coming to the first green, white checkered for you. How was that?
I was surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, if I keep in this, I can, grab that lead. And then Kevin tried to come down and block me. I wasn't having it. And yeah, I had the lead. Hell, I thought I had it won. And I didn't realize that the 91 had a set of tires left. So I, entered 3 and I was like, oh yeah, I got this. Came out of 4 and he was on my bumper. I was like, where the hell did he come from? And then when he passed me up in the 1, I was like, yeah, I don't. That boy had tires. But yeah, it was a good finish. A lot of fun.
It looked pretty wild for everybody out there.
I got to ask a quick question. Was you worried about maybe a little bit of retaliation from D. Brown there, maybe the bump and run from him?
Yeah. I mean, I knew if he got to me, he was definitely going to try to use it up. But, it's all good.
Here you go.
Well, Tommy, you got anybody you'd like to thank tonight for your good second place?
Yeah, my team. We was working together trying to conserve tires. And Northern Tool and Equipment, 811.dig. I know I got Megadeth on the car this week, but it's all good.
Well, I mean, you look pretty good out there, don't it? There you go, folks. You second place, Tommy Ryan.
And it made it exciting too, man, with the Megadeth machine there. Like I said, well, Kevin the Brown will bring him up here.
All right, Kevin, you got a copy of me this time.
I got you guys. Sorry about that.
All right, man. Well, you know, we finally get to interview you. You finally had one good race. Getting a top 3, how was it?
Yeah, it was good. It's finally time to break the dry spell. I know we probably should have won about 2 or 3 times this season, but you know, stuff happens. And first and foremost, apologize to Tyler. I did not mean to door him going off the corner. I meant to push him off on the corner, which I thought I did, and I thought he was more higher up than he was, but obviously not. So I understand if he's really upset about it, but once again, apologize to him.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Oh yeah, I was going for it. I got a really good restart that time, and my whole plan was just to push him off on the corner pretty hard, and I figured he'd be a higher groove up, but you know, stuff happens.
Well, man, you got anybody to thank tonight for your awesome finish?
Oh yeah, Chris Booth, Paint the Beautiful Pride paint scheme. Racing Pride for coming on this season and future seasons. Thank them. You guys putting on beautiful broadcasts. Can't wait to go watch it. And yeah, Sim500.
There you go, folks. You're your third place driver, Kevin the Brown.
Absolutely, finally gets a good finish here tonight, but this guy pulled it off. Wesley, Joy and Booth, got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
Well, they got to say, you know, probably the pit stop of the race here, an awesome strategy. Did you think it was going to pay off there with those closing cautions, though?
I really didn't know. I know we probably needed those few cautions at the end there too, just to kind of extend things out a little bit further, because I don't think 5 laps would have got us to the front. But I'm just amazed that worked out. I had a gut feeling that, you know, another caution would come out, so just felt like needed to save a set, and I've never been so nervous in my life, if I'm going to be honest.
Well, when you were coming up on the leader, I mean, what was going through your mind at that point?
I really don't know, honestly. I mean, I've been racing in Sim500 since like 2017. Haven't won a race yet in this league before, whether it be on Friday nights or for this, and I was shaking. So I was just hoping that the thing stuck and I didn't do something stupid and put it in the wall, honestly.
Well, if it gives you any consolation of that, you know, I broadcasted actually Sim500 way back in 20. So been here for a while myself. Tommy Ryan is one of the best out there, so you beat one of the best there is, and a lot of these guys. So there you go. I mean, with the strategy of the race. But do you like Chicagoland?
It's my home track. That was where I went to, like in real life, went to all my first cup races and everything. I love racing here. It's a fun track.
Oh, nice. Well, hey, definitely, man, pays off here tonight. You won it, personal comfort. Sim500 Winter Cup Series winner tonight. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank. I got my buddy Jason who spots these for me. Just having some fun. We tried to race well and had some tough races this season, so I'm really glad it's worked out. But yeah.
No doubt. There you go. Winner tonight, Wesley Donaldson, man, doing what he needs to do. And man, I tell you what, Corey, what a wild race. What a wild finish.
Yeah, 2 wild green light checkers at Chicago. Like I said, past couple years in real life here, they put on good races, and that right there shows it puts on good races on the simulator.
Absolutely. Well, for myself and everybody here for the Personal Comfort Sim500 Winter Cup Series, hope everybody has a good night.
Sleep number 360 comes with what they call responsive air technology, or as what we like to call it around here, RAT. The idea is the mattress will automatically adjust during the night based on your body's position. It's a key selling feature of the Sleep number 360 bed. But guess what? You can only use RAT when the bed is flat. So if you like to sleep with your head or feet slightly elevated on the FlexFit base, you can forget about responsive air technology. My question to you, is it really worth the money? On the Personal Comfort mattress, we use a passive pressure monitoring system that works no matter what position the mattress is in. It's measuring the pressure of the mattress on your body at all times using a standard medical pressure scale, and it shows you how the pressure changes as you move in real time. This is a setting you can activate on any one of our hand controls. It's a simpler system than Sleep Number's RAT. For one thing, it's not turning on throughout the night to make adjustments. But what we really like about that, well, it's simple and it works.